Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, goal,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look that way? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. Whether it's a door that sticks, or a disorganized closet, or an AC unit that only works half the time. It all matters. You just haven't taken care of it yet. But there's an easier way. Just download the Thumbtack app. You can search for what you need done and find tons of highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Check prices, reviews, and book a pro right on the spot. Plus, you'll know what to tackle next, because Thumbtack is the app that shows you what to do, who to hire, and when. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, say goodbye to all those unfinished home projects and say hello to caring for your home the easier way. Download Thumbtack and start a project today.
Now, with the MLB app, you can get baseball your way. Pick your favorite team, your favorite players, and get customized highlights, stories, and breaking news right on your home feed. Follow the action with Game Day, where 3D replays add another dimension. Plus, notifications can keep you connected to every pitch, every hit, every game. The MLB app. Baseball your way. Download it now for free from the App Store or Google Play. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
All right, we are joined on the IHOP hotline by Shocker newcomer AJ McGinnis, a guard transferring to Wichita State from Lipscomb University. AJ, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
We're doing great as well. It's exciting times, this transfer portal. It's such a new thing to me and to college sports. Tell us about your decision to enter that portal, and then what convinced you to become a Wichita State basketball player?
Oh, man. After playing two great years at Lipscomb, I really just wanted to take a chance on myself again. That's kind of been a repeated theme throughout my past, and just betting on myself. So I entered the portal with that mindset, and I had a previous relationship with one of the coaches on the staff, because he coached at Lipscomb last year, Xavier Holland, and we had a really nice relationship. We were always in the gym. He was just making sure I was really on top of things, and when he left, things kind of were the same for real at Lipscomb, but I really enjoyed being around him because of what he showed and how he helped me grow. So I definitely knew I wanted to be around a family of coaching staff, or a coaching staff that is really similar in those traits and habits that he showed towards me. And I really think that the Wichita State coaching staff has that going, and I'm just really excited to see where we can take things next year.
So take us inside what it's like being in the transfer portal. Are there parts of it you dread a little bit? Is it mostly positive attention that you like? Do you think about, how hard it is to just pack up and move? Is that easier because you're a younger guy? What is it just like those days and weeks that you're in the portal?
At first it's really sweet, because you're getting all the attention that you wanted, but it's like the longer you stay in there, the more stressful it gets, so to say. But as far as like my decision making in there, I really just that's a time where I really just only really talk to my family and really think throughout my decisions. So they played a big part in my decision making and made it easier. And as far as leaving and packing up and going somewhere new, I don't really have a problem with that. I feel like that just comes with the game of basketball. You never know where it may take you. You never know where you may end up. So those were really like my thoughts when I was in there and how I handled things.
We're talking now with AJ McGinnis. He'll be a senior guard on the 2024-2025 Wichita State basketball team. So this will be your fourth school: UNC Greensboro, Cincinnati, Lipscomb, now Wichita State. I've always been curious, and I've never asked this question of an athlete before, but college is at least somewhat about academics. How does that affect your educational process to have four different colleges? Are you able to easily transfer hours? Is it an impediment at all? Is it a disadvantage? Just talk a little bit about that aspect of all this.
Okay, so my freshman year, you know, I went to UNCG with Coach Wes Miller, and we did great things there. And as far as academics, I was in the business program at first, and you know, it was going well. I really didn't like it, but it was still early on because I was a freshman. I had just got to college. So with me transferring to Cincinnati with my coach, I 1 second. All right. But once I transferred with him, I had changed my major and really kept some of that general education credits because, you know, that's basically what the first 2 years of college are, just general education. So, you know, it was easy to get some of my credits moved and be able to stay on track. And then after that, I had gotten hurt or whatever at Cincinnati, and I wanted to get my basketball career back on, you know, just back going in the right direction. And so I transferred to Lipscomb, and it wasn't hard at all to get my credits from Cincinnati because I stayed in the same major. I wanted to do communications, and I just rode that out at Lipscomb for 2 years, and I'm graduating actually on Saturday. So I'll be at Wichita State pursuing a master's degree in sports management.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So let's talk about your game. You talked about, you said you wanted to take a chance on yourself. So what opportunities do you think Wichita State provides you? And then I guess just as important, what will you bring to the table?
Playing against Wichita State last year in the first game, I shot the ball really well, and I saw that they really needed more shooters, and that was, I had something that they needed, and you know, it was just in my head throughout the season. I was like, they really need a guy that can come in and fill it up. They had a kid who shot the ball really well. I think his name was Kobe Rogers, but he transferred out, and I knew that would be a great opportunity for me to, you know, kind of fill that spot of shooting that they need. And also they have great player development. So I thought it was a good opportunity for me to develop as a player and just have more of a free mind as far as, you know, in basketball and as far as playing the game. So.
All right, we're talking with AJ McGinnis. He'll be a Wichita State basketball player. He said he'll be in Wichita here relatively soon to begin that process of preparing for next season. So the Shockers have another player that's coming here out of the transfer portal by the name of Justin Hill. He's more of a true point guard. He's coming from the University of Georgia. Do you know much about Justin Hill?
Oh yes, he's a great guy. We're actually on our visit together, and you know, I watched a little bit of his game, and I watched a lot of his highlights after the visit, and I really am excited to play with him and excited to see what kind of noise we can make as Shockers this year.
So you talked about, you know, kind of leaning on your family. Tell us about them. Tell us how important they were to you in the process while you were in the portal and trying to figure things out.
So I'm an only child by my mom and dad, and they're not together right now. They're actually remarried, and I'm so happy for both of them, and I love them to death. But so I always kind of value my relationship with them and keeping them in the loop of what I was doing. because of that. And so, you know, it's just a lot of phone calls, a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, and they're my parents, so they know me best. And I feel like I can get to that vulnerable state with them and be able to make the right decision. And trust that they'll guide me to make the right decision or just help influence that decision. But ultimately they let me make my own decisions, but they're just there to deal with the real AJ that you know, nobody really gets a chance to see. So that's the part that they play in everything.
AJ McGinnis, our guest. So you mentioned in your bio here on the Lipscomb basketball website that your favorite professional athlete is LeBron James. I'm sure you're not alone in that. Tell us what it is about LeBron that appeals to you, and when did you develop that? He's been in the NBA almost as long as you've been alive. So when did that fandom start to develop?
Like you said, he's been in the NBA for mostly my whole life. So he was the first person I got to watch as like being conscious as like a kid. So he was the first person that I seen on TV dunking and just like passing. Like his IQ is amazing, like making crazy passes. Just he was incredible at that time, and he still is. But it was just like the first time I was starstruck as a kid, and I never really could let that go. So that's the reason he's my favorite player. I just, you know, I just love watching him, and I feel like he's a great human being, and he does a lot for the community off the court too as well. And I really am inspired by that.
Final moments here with AJ McGinnis, headed to Wichita State from Lipscomb as a transfer out of the transfer portal. So Shocker fans, I'm sure, have examined your numbers very closely, and they got to just be elated by the way you shoot three-pointers. Tell us how that all came about. When did you start to develop that shot? Did you do it on your own? Was your father instrumental? How did you become the shooter you are?
So it's actually funny. My father, he didn't really have a jumper until he got really older. So I would see him shooting threes and like all these alumni tournaments and stuff like that. But when I watched his film, he was more of a mid-range and then like get to the basket and play defense. So and he was just a big energy guy. So I think that's where it started, in the mid-range. When I was younger, I just shot a lot of mid-range jump shots. And I think I was playing AAU one year, and one of my coaches, like everybody, we're really young, so everybody on the court is shooting crazy shots. And one of my coaches was like, "No, we don't want you to shoot threes, AJ." And I'm like, well, that kind of hurt my feelings. So I'm like, I told my dad, I'm like, he told me I can't shoot threes. I want to shoot threes, you know. Everybody's shooting threes, and I'm just like, well, I got to work on it. I got to show him that I can do it. And ever since then, I just haven't looked back. I've always been in the gym. My dad, he has nice touch, so he's anytime I'm shooting the ball wrong, he'll come fix it up. And you know, it just takes a lot of reps. So that's what we did for how many every years it's been since then. So yeah.
Well, good stuff, and I know I speak for Wichita State fans when I say we look forward to seeing you on the floor here as a Shocker at Koch Arena. AJ, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it, and we'll see you in Wichita soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, goal,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
It's a great day to venture out in a spacious and capable Toyota SUV. Like the new RAV4. With available all-wheel drive, it can go just about anywhere. And with plenty of passenger and cargo space, you'll go from morning carpool to weekend road trip without missing a beat. Plus, with available features like wireless charging and a touchscreen interface, your Toyota RAV4 will keep you connected no matter where you're going. Or check out a spacious Highlander. With seating for up to 8, it's a hub for family adventure. You'll drive in comfort and style with available heated and ventilated seats and all the latest tech. And with available hybrid models, your new Highlander can save you tons on gas. Right now, your local Toyota dealer has more vehicles in stock and is making delivery on new vehicles almost every day. So don't wait. Buy a RAV4 or Highlander today. Visit buyatoyota.com for deals and more. Toyota, let's go places.
Listen to every MLB game live.
In the deep left center field, it is high, it is far, it is gone.
Stream minor league affiliates.
The Midwest League home run leader.
And watch the best baseball highlights and look-ins on MLB Big Inning. MLB At Bat is your all-in-one live baseball subscription for only $3.99 per month.
Deep left field, it's gonna go. Alvarez ties the game.
Subscribe to At Bat within the MLB app today. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.